Thank you for tuning in to our second video member spotlight. Today, I'm happy to welcome Rachita Maker. She's currently the Vice President at Tata Communications, and she has a demonstrated history of working in the outsourcing and offshoring industry. She's skilled in legal assistance, business development and legal research, joint ventures, and corporate law. Thank you for taking your time to join us today and to talk with us. How did you first get into legal operations?
So I joined Tata Communications about 8 months ago right now. So as head of legal operations. But before that, I have about 20 years of experience working with clients in this space. I've worked with companies like Tangier 3, EY, Integrion, where a lot of what I did was kind of helped me build into this role. So I worked with clients, ranging from telecommunications to banking and finance and to healthcare, etc. And did work with general counsels for all these industries, helping them with really helping them with complex legal problems and coming up with solutions to that. So whether it was working on the contract management space, whether it was working in litigation and e-discovery space, I think everything kind of or compliance or regulatory, everything kind of helped me build into this role. Because I worked with an ALSP, I always had a mind that was driven to process, project management, technology, efficiency, productivity, and that's really everything that you're looking for in an operations and in a legal operations person. Somebody who knows legal tech, somebody who knows processes, somebody who can actually improve existing processes, somebody who can manage legal finance and spend analytics. So I think my entire career kind of helped me build into this role.
That's great. When did you join CLOC, and what was the main reason for joining?
So I joined CLOC right after I took on this role with Tata Communications as global head of legal operations. I think it was a very natural thing to do. If I was going to head legal operations in a large company, I needed to learn from my peers. I needed a community that I could reach out to when I had a problem. I needed access to information and experience from other people. So there was absolutely no question in my mind. It was definitely, it's the first thing that I did in my first week at Tata Communications.
What has been one of your biggest legal ops challenges that you faced, and how did you overcome it?
So I think every day is a new challenge, and it continues to be a challenge, every single day. But there are a couple of challenges that any legal operations person would, I think, lands up seeing in their work. One is obviously managing the legal finance and legal spend. That is critical. Really integrating our invoicing process with the company's finance team. That continues to be a challenge. We are working through it every single day, trying to make it as easy as possible. But the other aspect is also really to stay within budget. Making sure that everybody on the team is on top of the budget and they have the right visibility and information into what the spend is. And we are spending the budget in a wise manner. So I think that's a critical challenge. I think the other, and we've put processes together. We collaborated with the finance team, explained what were the issues that we were facing, because our finance team has their own accounting systems, and we use Legal Tracker for our invoicing. So really integrating two of those. We looked at technology to integrate that. And we're right at the time of production, so hopefully that problem is going to be resolved. And really a lot of collaboration, educating the team, keeping them informed, giving them visibility on a weekly, monthly basis as to what the spend is versus what the budget is, and really staying on top of that. So I think that's one big challenge. The other big challenge that I think everybody in legal operations tends to have is really telling people how important it is to be process oriented. I think that is critical. Everybody thinks, the answer is let's get one piece of technology, and that will resolve all the problems that we have. But technology is only as good as the people that use it, and as good as the processes that we have. So it's a continuous engagement education process, and that's really what we do. You collaborate, you educate people, and you work through that on a daily basis, one step at a time.
That communication and engagement is hard, but it's key. Yeah. How is
Yes.
yeah, how has CLOC helped you in your professional role?
So I honestly, I love the amount of material that's out there within CLOC. I think we have access to a lot of material, but more than that is the access to your peers, which is amazing. I think the member forum is great. When you put up a question, you get responses. I've been able to reach out to people across the world. I mean, I'm based out of Mumbai in India, but I speak to peers in the US, in Australia, in the UK, Singapore. I mean, and I'm able to learn from their experiences, and I'm able to share my experiences with them. So I think from that perspective, it has been immensely helpful for me personally and professionally.
What is one thing you would say to inspire your fellow CLOC members to become more involved in the development of the legal operations role and the profession?
So I think really proactive contribution of content is something that all of us need to do. I try to do it as much as possible, but I think I could do a little more. But I think everybody, if we can share our experiences, because we are out there, and we're dealing with problems on a real time basis. So I think that is critical. I think as experienced legal operations role professionals, what the other thing that we should also think about is how are we developing the future of this role. So how are we engaging with graduates who or lawyers, and explaining to them what this role entails, and really getting the bright people on early on. When I graduated, and it's been a really long time, but when I graduated, there was no concept of legal operations. It didn't exist, right? So it is still a fairly new role in the legal industry, but a very critical and important role. So I think it's very important for us to think about the future, and how we develop more and more people into this role, so that there is no vacuum at any point in time.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to talk with CLOC today. Really appreciate it. And
Thank you.
please remember to subscribe below and follow our channel. Thank you.
Thanks.